Hi guys, this is my very first Bedini circuit. First of all, anyone that's new to making Bedini circuits, take my advice. Unless you've got soldering experience, do not use strip board and solder. My advice, use one of those plug boards. You'll see them around, white things with lots of holes in and a matrix, and you'll find them. Anyway, so standard Bedini circuit. If we go in here, switch the camera to close-up mode, there we go. Forgive the shadows. Right, there's two Bedini circuits there. The one on the left has a potentiometer. You can just see it in the centre of the screen now, just behind the transistor. The one on the right doesn't. That's right. The one on the right does not have any resistors at all. So if you take the standard Bedini circuit, right, the resistor and the potentiometer on the left have been completely omitted, so they're not there. Now, used a standard bifilar fan. Spins reasonably well. I was just expecting it to go a hell of a lot quicker than it is. So I mean, even the camera itself just isn't picking up any sound at all from it. So it's need to think about that one. Anyway, I'll kick it off again. There we go. Let it build up. Right. Now, voltages. Everyone complains that people aren't putting voltages on. There we go. So, battery voltage, primary battery that is 12.59, and it's been sat like that for God knows how long. Right, amps. Now this is the fun bit. Right, I've seen a lot of people complaining that digital multimeters do not measure amps properly. They've been saying that it's RMS amps that they need, not sampled amps. Well, take a look at this. This is a Smart 2. I've had it for about 11 years, and there's two settings on it. Not only does it measure AC and DC volts, it measures AC and DC amps. So at the moment, as you can see, in the bottom left of the display, it says AC. So it's measuring AC amps. So this is RMS amps. Right, to prove this, if I flip the switch over to DC, you see the amps instantly change. And back to AC. So that's what, 20 milliamps change between the two, and there you have it. That's why people complain. However, an expensive multimeter will have the option for AC and DC amps. So 1.35 watts, that's all it's drawing. 1.35 watts. Bugger all, basically. Right, so now the question everyone's going to ask is, what's on the other side? Right, it's on the other side of the Bedini, 12 volts, 0.7 amps. Pretty much standard sealed gel lead acid battery. Cyclic use 14.6, 14.9, standby use 13.6 to 13.8, initial current less than 2.8 amps. Wonderful. Now that battery died. It was in a UPS. The battery that I'm using for charging is, I can't remember, it's 26 amp sealed lead acid. Last time I checked, that battery is putting in 0.8 volts, which isn't that brilliant, to be honest. But there we go. See if it recovers it. If it recovers the battery, wonderful. Because I've tried everything else to try. But there we go. So what I want help with, really, is making that thing go faster. Now, I thought about putting a stripe on it, but to be honest, I don't think that's going to work. Now, having said that, I am wondering, is it the fan itself? Because there didn't look to be very many turns on each of the windings. So, that's a 60mm. That's 120mm, one that I picked up earlier. What can I say? Let me switch the mode on the camera again. There we go. And then spin the blades around so you can read it. DC 12 volts, 0.33 amps. Yes, I've never heard of the iShoot either, but there we go. 120mm fan. Looks to be about the same size core, and yes, here's one I detached earlier. Okay, doesn't want two now. Pretty much standard in there, and in here, pretty much standard inside. I worked out it is bifilar, and yes, I'm having a wonderful time getting the thing off the case, so it's going to have to be broken. This one just happens to come with LEDs around it, which I'm thinking of keeping there. Thinking about it. But the reason that I thought I'd show you this is that on here there looks to be a hell of a lot more windings than that one. I'll show you on this one. Stop. Pull that one off. Oh, bollocks. Yeah, well, I wanted to pull it off. Bring it in. There's that one. There's that one. Yes. Well, more windings on the 120mm. So, right, just thought I'd show you this. This is strip board. Right? Got copper tracks running, well, vertically in this picture on here. Not the best soldering, but hey ho. Number 2 was better. Now those things there that all the wires are connected to, wonderful idea that I had. If this thing will stay on my bench or on my desk, come from these. Yep, you got it. Unscrew both screws, take the brass thing out of the middle, and then solder it onto the strip board. Wonderful. Makes life a hell of a lot easier when you're using soldering. So, there's that one. Now, come on, spin up. Thank you. So, that's not going any very fast. One thing I've thought of is perhaps omitting the resistor set, looking at the circuits. The trigger coil on the left hand side is basically shorting out via a diode. So I'm wondering if the lens effect is slowing it down. So one of the things that I'm going to do is switch over to the circuit on the left, which has the potentiometer on it, and just try it out.